This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Watch, and I'm thrilled to be speaking with Murad Abu Eisheh, the director of Tala'Vision, which has been shortlisted for the Oscar for Best Live Action Short Film. How are you doing today?
Hey, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So I read a little bit, and from what I understand, your film, you were inspired by an article about ISIS banning televisions in Syria. Where did you take things from there?
Yeah, I mean, this article kind of stayed with me for a while because, like, I really thought about my own childhood and how I was shaped somehow by TV, and it was my personal window to the world. And I think a few years after that, maybe a year or 2 years after that, I was working on the Syrian-Jordanian borders, and I met this. I didn't meet her, but I saw this little orphan girl crossing the borders, and she was on her own following a group of people, and I just kept wondering what could be this little girl's story. So these kind of two thoughts together inspired the script of Tala'Vision.
And it's a very clever title with a little bit of humor, Tala'Vision. How did you balance that with obviously the very serious themes in the film?
I mean, yeah, Tala's vision, and in Arabic, a lot of children they mispronounce TV and they say it television or Tala'Vision, or like depends on the child and where they grow up. But yeah, I thought it's a like a nice way to connect the title with like this childhood mispronunciation of things. But yeah, I don't know if it was a bit of spur of the moment when I was writing, and I always thought of it as a working title, and it kind of stuck to the film, you know?
I like it. Did you have a long search for your lead actress, who's really terrific?
Yeah, we did. It was actually quite like the biggest or the hardest thing I did as a director as well. We looked more than 3 months. My casting director, she went through like thousands of little girls. I sat with around 200 girls over 3 months, like just trying to get to them and understand what kind of people they are somehow. I mean, they're all 7-year-olds, but none of them had acting experience. Aisha, the girl that we casted, she never saw a camera in her life. So it was quite an extensive search, but the moment she walked in, she was really like behaving in a complete other way than all other children. She was quite smart, and like she had a great imagination and great presence. So we were like, in the moment, we felt like, okay, we found her.
Great. Well, it's really nice to learn a little bit more about the film, and I thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. And of course, best of luck in the Oscar race.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Have a nice day.
You too.
Cheers.